Aloha y bienvenidos to the Tiki Talk Show with Dean and Niri Martini. I'm Dean Martini.
And I'm Niri Martini. Aloha y saludos desde el Manukai Tiki Room.
In this episode, we talk to well-known pinup photographer and now author, Susana Vestige.
We caught up with Susana at Tiki Oasis in San Diego right before her suite party in honor of her new book, Vestige, 20 Years of Modern Pinup, or as I like to call it, the Pinup Bible, the New Testament. Aloha y bienvenidos. I'm here with this gorgeous lady.
I'm from San Diego, a pinup photographer. I do a lot of tiki, so tonight we're at Tiki Oasis celebrating my 20 years of doing this amazing art.
Awesome. So tell us about your book a little bit.
It's a journey through the last 20 years of my career. I started in high school. I was really into connecting with people. So a lot of my photography is beautiful women, obviously, but it's more about connecting with women, making them feel good, celebrating beauty, celebrating vintage culture, tiki, and that's kind of my passion and why I've never kind of quit. I've been doing this 20 years straight.
And you made it into a career now, right?
Yeah, for 20 years. I started thanks to Sabina Kelly, Masumi Max, Heidi Van Horn, kind of the girls Sabina, I said Sabina Kelly, sorry. Those girls that were modeling back in the early 2000s, they kind of took me under their wing. Bernie Dexter would drive us to photo shoots, and they were the ones that were kind of bringing that style back, and kind of leading the resurgence of the pinup style. And I was super into it. I was super interested, and they're like, okay, well, you'll be our little baby sister, and we'll let you take pictures of us. And I started taking clients like really quickly after that, and traveling the world shooting pinup.
Wow, so it's taking you all over the world, like you said. So what's like the most exotic place that you think you...
Well, I've gotten to shoot in Australia, in Japan, through South America. So being Latina, I'm Colombian and Mexican. So for me, it was really important to go and visit the people of my culture. So Bogotá, Colombia, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Mexico City, and just kind of getting to work with girls that kind of might not have the same resources and the same access to the things that we have here in the States. It's one of my passions, so I love to do that.
Oh wow, that's great. That sounds so interesting to me.
Yeah.
So what do you think is probably like, so this is a book.
Yeah.
Okay, where can we get the book?
So you can go to the Wonk Press website. That's where you can get it shipped straight to you, free domestic shipping, which is fantastic. That's the main place to get it. I'm working with a small publisher that does all rum books, tiki, spirit books, and they took a chance on me, and they were like, we love the work that you're doing with men and women. There's an amazing tiki section in here with recipes, including Doc Parks, Matt from the Hula Girls and Spike's Cocktail Hour, Lucky Tiki, a few home bars as well. So there's like a bunch of cool recipes in there so that you can, have it on your shelf in your bar area or your kitchen and pull it out and make a cocktail out of it. So it's kind of like part cocktail book, part pinup, fashion inspiration, classic cars, century modern furniture.
That's
like,
a great combination of everything that everyone likes here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big variety. There's over 1,000 images in the book.
It's great. That's it. It's a heavy book. It's got some info on here. It's good stuff, right? So, what about being a model? Like, how do you pick your models? How do you decide? Or do they pick you? Or how does that work?
It's collaborative. So a lot of times I will reach out to models that I know have, the abilities, the the experience. But my favorite is to work with women who've never modeled before. So a lot of my clients that come to me and say, I want to do a pinup photo shoot, I'm not sure what to do, they end up being some of the people who show up the most in this book is women who hit the road, travel with me. Miss Dahlia May, she started out as someone who hired me to do a photo shoot, and then she just hit the road with me and traveled all over. And she's in here more than any other model.
Oh.
This is Doris Mayday. She is a pinup icon and probably one of the most well-known and well-loved modern pinup models who are, actively involved in the pinup scene today.
How did you choose the cover? Was that a difficult choice?
It spoke to us. There's a certain kind of feeling that you get when you look at the image, and the designer at Wonk Press, she said, it's all about kind of that first moment that you have with that picture, and if it makes you feel something and it draws you in, then that's your image for the cover.
This is it. Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah.
You knew.
But definitely Doris Mayday, I think she's super active in the scene. She's been active in the scene as long as I have. Also started as a teenager in high school to dress vintage and be in the community and going to the sock hops and working with the brands. So I think that's a well-deserved placement for her to be on the cover.
Mm-hmm. Are there plans for another book?
This is 20 years worth of labor and blood and sweat. So if you could please get a copy and support us. If these sell, then I can go on and make more projects. But honestly, I'm very, very, very happy with this, and I'm happy to just hit the road with this one for probably the rest of the year, 2 years, and I don't think that we'll be doing a new book anytime soon because it took us an entire year. It took us an entire year to just put this together, and then it's been a labor of love, but it's not an easy task to sift through 4,000 images. Make them a little less than 2,000 images and put together 400 pages.
Yeah, a 20-year career.
Yeah.
In one book.
There's also sections where I talk about the different aspects of vintage and kind of the process and the evolution of the style starting in the 90s to now. Mm-hmm. And there's a little section I talk about Tiki. I talk about the scenes that come together through pinup are many. There's the rockabillys and the car club people, and there's the burlesque girls, and there's even the gothic people, the fetish folks. And so but Tiki is a big section of the book because I have a big passion for the style, and the girls really have the best time on set at home tiki bars. So a lot of home tiki bars are inside this book.
As far as the pictures that you have, how was it that you transitioned into the tiki and bringing the pinup to that?
It was pretty early because being a San Diegan, Tiki Oasis was always on my radar. As soon as I got into vintage lifestyle stuff, I was aware that there was an amazing weekender event. As soon as I turned 21, Baby Doe invited me to be in the art show. I was able to do photo shoots in the Old Crown Plaza waterfall and be involved in the tiki scene just in my backyard, which is a huge privilege that I was able to have access to that just so close to my house. And Matt Reese opened his doors to me, Reesnick, so he showed me, this is a home tiki bar. This is my home tiki bar. I started traveling in Australia and overseas to other home tiki bars and domestically here in the States, getting to visit with people who had home tiki bars, and all the girls were always excited. A tiki shoot, we're there. We get cocktails, we get to, it's the escapism aspect of it is draws us in, because then you can be this beauty, you get to wear over the top hair flowers, and you get to really play that role of the beautiful woman.
Yeah, the exotic.
Yes, of the object of desire. And that's really fun for women to get to feel beautiful in that way.
So you mentioned you are Latina, right? So tell us, how does that influence your work?
Yeah, definitely. Growing up watching, old Pedro Infante movies and seeing kind of like the quintessential pinup also being portrayed in Mexican cinema, I was always really inspired to...
Maria Felix.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. And then also being a minority, being someone who, didn't have the privileges that a lot of other people around me had growing up. My heart was like, I want to give back to my community, I want to give back to, and I want to represent my culture. So, for example, like having Spanish in my back pocket was really great to be able to go. And all the Hispanic people, like in South America, they love tiki. And so getting to kind of connect and build a bridge between the cultures, like as a person who's like both American and Latina, is like really important to me, and like one of the reasons that I travel for my work, and I am able to kind of draw from the experiences of being like a person of color and a minority in the States.
So who inspires you as far as pinup or photography or any kind of, inspiration to you that drew you to something like this?
I'm super inspired by home bar builders. I'm inspired by people who own classic cars, by women who've never gotten dolled up, my stylists, my design team, El Rebel, Splendette, Tiki Togs, La Casa de Flores. They're the people, Daphna Beauty, people who are super devoted to the vintage scene, to the tiki scene. Like getting to collaborate with everyone for me is it's like the way that I can give. Like I spoke to Adrian from the Desert Oasis about this. Like he's like, why did you do this book? I'm like, it's a gift. It's like it's for you guys. So everything I do, I feel like I do it for not to express my creativity, although that's a beautiful thing to do, and I'm blessed to be able to do that as a full-time gig. But it's definitely about connecting with people, giving people the opportunity to shine, making people feel connected to, like, Doc Parks is here with us tonight at Tiki Oasis, and Erica Luera, and Doc has a recipe in the book, and so he's making cocktails for us tonight. It's cool to be like, hey, come be in the book, come be a part of this, come connect, and getting to put everyone together in one place and be like, you're a part of this, you're together with us in this.
The collaboration.
That's why I do what I do. Yeah.
So you tell us about you have kids, right?
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
So I have two kiddos. They're 8 and 10, and they, with my first kiddo, he was in the NICU. I was putting out my first book, my 10-year book. And being a mom, I've had to definitely take a step back from being on the road so much, but they were actually like on my boob while I was shooting many a times, or in a carrier, or, playing with the boyfriend of the model. So they've definitely gotten to see what a working mom looks like. I've had the pleasure and privilege of having a husband that supports me, and in-laws who are amazing who watch them. So they're watching them this weekend, and I'm able to just kind of like be just a woman. And a lot of us women, we feel like the mom, the wife, the employee. And when they shoot with me, they're just a woman. They're just them. And it's like a respite from the responsibilities of being so many things to so many people.
That's a great answer. I love that. I love
Thank
that.
you. Thanks for asking something so personal. So, because it's Tiki Oasis 25th, I wanted to make sure they were a big part of the book. And Baby Doe is actually on the back cover. Her little quote is here, and so I wanted to make sure that her voice was a loud voice here, because she's been such a support, and like she's always really encouraged me and allowed me to be a part of this event through either the Velvet Gazette and the book. So 10 years ago I was here with a baby in my arm and my 10-year book, and now I'm here with my 20-year book, and the kids are at home. So this is better. This is superior. So we're gonna celebrate the 25th of Oasis and the 20th of me taking pictures of half-naked ladies.
Awesome.
Special thanks to Strive Soda for putting on this event, along with, of course, Tanduay, who gave us all the rums to make all the drinks. Thanks to Doc Parks and Erica Ruera for mixing these amazing drinks. All the pinups, thanks to El Rebel, who made this beautiful dress. There's so many people to thank because it's really a collaborative effort. I don't do this alone. I don't do this in a vacuum. It's because of everyone who lets me into their life and connects with me that I'm able to do this work. And that's why I put this book out, so that everyone can feel connected and celebrated and appreciated the way that I've been able to capture their little piece of creativity.
So, okay, before we go, just tell us again, where was it that we can get the book, and where can we find you?
Yeah, so Wonk Press. I'm on Instagram at Susana Vestige, SUSANA VESTIGE.
Congratulations, it's a great book.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Susana es super buena onda, and we're very proud of her not only as someone doing great work in the Tiki community, but as a Latina in the Tiki community.
Yes, estamos muy orgullosos de Susana por su gran labor y su obra maestra. Así que no se les olviden, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the Tiki Talk Show with Dean and Niri Martini.
Mil gracias a Susana por regalarnos un espacio en su gran día para platicar con nosotros.
Sí, un gran mahalo to Susana for talking to us y por la invitación a su reventón.
That's our show for today. We'll see you next time on the Tiki Talk Show with Dean and Niri Martini. Mahalo.
Gracias.